Hey everyone. So I've been getting a lot of messages in my comments asking I feel stuck or I don't know where to start when programming and I don't know what to code about. And honestly, that's completely normal. So today I want to show you a simple approach that makes starting any programming project way easier, and I'll walk you through how I did it with my particle or granular simulation project. So step 1 is the simplest: to have an idea. It can be anything you're curious or interested about. For example, a game mechanic, a simulation, an AI model, or anything that excites you. For me, I wanted to simulate particles flowing through space, so I tried using fluid simulations, but then I realized that it was a completely different thing. You need something called Navier-Stokes or CFD, so I just decided to go with a simple granular simulation instead. And the key is to build something that you find interesting. This is very important. Then step 2 is to break the big idea into smaller and manageable pieces. So what components do you need for this project? For my simulation, I realized that I need a particle that stores position, velocity, and movement, and functions for collisions with the wall and objects, and the hull of the objects, and a way to draw everything onto the screen. So notice how I didn't start by writing lines of code, but I start by identifying the building blocks of the project. And the next step is to use the tools and libraries that other people have built so I can construct onto them. For my project, I used Python and Pygame, specifically for Pygame to handle windows and drawing and input, so I can focus on the logic using the math libraries. The next is, if necessary, you should draw out the diagrams or the functions that you're gonna need. So before coding, I actually sketch out diagrams showing how particles move and interact. Then I would write down the functions of each class, which would handle each of the actions they're gonna follow. So this is like building a roadmap. When you sit down to code, you're just filling in the details. Then step 5 is to start small and gradually build up. For example, first I made a window using Pygame, and then I made a particle move around the screen. Then I added wall collisions, and then collisions with other particles. And finally I experimented with a whole object, so the many particles can collide with one big hole. By breaking down the problem into smaller steps, each one is achievable and you always feel progress, which keep you motivated. Okay, so here's how my main loop looks at a high level. Notice that it's readable and simple. Each function has a single responsibility, and it makes it easier to test and expand later. You should be able to understand every single line even without full knowledge of the code or even Python, because it's pretty much in plain English. What I'm basically saying is just break it down into smaller functions or classes, and the process will be much simpler. And finally, just experiment. Just change the size of particles, the wind, add friction or gravity. Also, one more thing, if you encounter a problem that's really hard and difficult and you can't solve, there's no need to be worried because Google and AI is your friend. So if you're stuck, remember you don't need to figure out the whole project at once. Just take it step by step, keep it fun, and you'll see progress. Alright, thank you guys for watching and happy coding.